y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing training and support specialist with Builderall. So today what we're going to do is continue. This is day 4 of our series on how to find local business clients. Now, to find local business clients, you have to have an offer in place, okay? And then you have to also have a way for them to opt into the offer, okay? You can't just go out there and spam links and do all of this and expect to build a reputable business, okay? The first, you ever hear that that saying, you only get one chance to make a first impression. If you start approaching and looking for local business clients without a professional setup in place, you are literally wasting your time, okay? You need to have an offer in place, and that's what we are building, okay? So we actually have chosen a niche. We're going to target lawn care business owners. It is spring. It's the start of lawn care season, so lots of lawn care business owners are looking for a way to automate their quote request process, but also look for a way to promote their business. So providing this solution as a website with a lawn care management system attached to it is extremely valuable to them. Okay, so we want an overly valuable offer before we ever start looking for clients. So what we've done already is we've created our website, okay, the website that we're going to offer them. We've connected the lawn care management system to it. And now what we need is actually an agency funnel, because when we deliver this offer to our potential client, we need to have a way for them to actually receive the offer. And then when they opt in, they're going to go to an email list, and then they are going to go to the thank you page, which is going to be our booking calendar, because we are not going to be giving them this funnel or this management system until they have opted in and they book an appointment with us. And in that appointment, that is where we are going to build this know, like, and trust factor. We are going to set this funnel up for them, and then we are also going to offer them any of our other services. But again, the point is to listen, to see how you can help them, okay? So a lot of times when you book appointments, people just, they decide to not show. So that's why I wanted to set this up this way, because we are really giving them a lot of incentive to show up for this meeting, okay? We're giving them the whole system for free, and we're setting it up for them, okay? So that's a lot of value we're packing into this offer. So what we need to do is just create the agency funnel today, and we're just going to create 3 pages. We want the opt-in page, the email confirmation page, and the thank you page with our booking calendar on it, okay? So let me move this to the side here. We could use the Builderall funnel builder, but I don't want to choose a theme. I want to start with a blank template, because I know exactly what I'm going for, and we already have a lot of things saved. So since it's just 3 pages, we're going to go ahead and just use the Cheetah website builder. Once we get in here, let's go ahead. And before we do that, though, I was going through here a little bit, and I noticed something. I want on the opt-in page, I want them to be able to demo this funnel, okay? But I don't want them to know it's Builderall, and I don't want them to know that we're using Yardbook, okay? Because again, we want them to show up to the meeting. So actually what I did was, if you look here, at the home page, you'll see that you don't see anything Builderall or Yardbook on here, and that's the goal. But if you click the pay invoice, you actually see Yardbook here, and so I don't want that. I had second thoughts about that when I was working through the process. So what I want to do is go to the global header, and I just want to remove this menu here, okay? Because that basically removes everything from the menu, or all of the pages here. And they're going to be able to go back to the home page by accessing the logo, okay? So we can set the link here. We could go to page. We could connect it to the home page, open in the same tab, and click select. That's really the only, people are trained to click the logo to go back to the home page anyway. And so really that's the only page that they really need to have access to, okay? Because there's buttons all over the place that say, get an estimate on the landing page that we created. So let's click save. And that's what we're going to go with for the header of our page, okay? So I hope that didn't confuse you guys. I just wanted to touch on that. So if we republish now and we go to the home page here, then it just says logo. And then of course, to get to the other pages, you just click request an estimate. All right. So when they're looking through this funnel, we could actually go to site settings as well and go and turn the Builderall affiliate button off, and then we can save. And then, of course, you always want to republish, okay? So now we can still give them this page, and we can still give them the option of this page, but that would be something that maybe we want to set up in the 1-hour meeting that we are scheduling, okay? So now that we have this done, and let's go back here to, we're going to build our agency website, and this is actually going to be much more simple than it sounds, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to create a blank website. But we do have, I was scrolling through here too, you'll see we have the green theme funnel pages. So if I did want to choose any of these funnel pages, I could do that. But excuse me, you will find that as you start building, you get better and better, and you just like to start with a blank canvas. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to choose blank, and then let's go ahead and select and save. Now we have our website being built here. So let's go ahead and actually, before we even begin, here's what we could do. We could just create the header. Since we don't really have to recreate this, we're just going to choose our own saved from the personal panels. So let's go to panels. I always keep my main business header and footer already created. Now I don't want them to see this, so I'm just going to delete this because this is just the opt-in funnel. But of course, I don't mind showing my own brand there. So let me go back to the home page. Now we have our header created. We can easily create the footer as well. So let's go to footer. We're just going to call this footer. And since I already have my footer saved and connected to my legal pages, I don't really have to do that again. So that's why I just wanted to tell you it's super, super fast if you do it that way. So do vision footer. I don't want my social media on there because this is basically just going to be a funnel. Okay, let me move this up here. And by funnel rather than website, what I mean is we only want them to be able to opt in. That's it. That's the only thing that we want them to do on this funnel. So when I say funnel, that's what I think. Just opting in, that's it, okay? So we don't get lost. Let's change this to be lawn care management system, okay? Because that's actually what's going to show here. And I'm just going to call this the home page. And we're going to copy and we're going to paste this in the description. We don't want a Builderall affiliate button on this one. So we're going to click save. Okay, so, okay, I guess it's already been, because this is for the website. So we'll say lawn care home. Okay, and save. All right, so now we have all of our little housekeeping things done. Let's go ahead and connect the header and footer. And the reason that I wanted to do that right away is because I want to be able to build this page out and then just duplicate it. And then when I duplicate it, as long as I have these set, I don't need to go back and set those again. Okay, we could actually choose our share image here. We already have this one, so we'll just choose that. Now let's go ahead and edit our home page. Okay, so the first thing that we need is a banner, and like I said, I like to remain consistent. So if I'm giving this to a lawn care business, I definitely want to have a theme of lawn care. So let's go ahead and select that same image as our background. So we're going to go to background setting of our panel here. We're going to choose change image. And let's go ahead and just choose the same panel that we were working on or working with. Let's go ahead and drag this down a little bit. Now we need some text. So let's go ahead and drag some text here. So this will be like our H1 title. And what we're going to put for our title, first of all, let's go ahead and make this white because that is, again, the consistency or congruency. When I use white text, I love to put a blur of 2, a black blur of 2. And then when you click select, it actually just makes the text a little bit more bold. So that's my preference. Again, just a little tip there. So for a title, we could say done for you lawn care management system. Okay, now this is too large, actually. If you move this around a little bit, we could stretch this out. I still think it's too large. Since it's a global text, we could edit it here, but it will adjust every global text on this specific website. So that's actually why I don't like to use the global fonts. So let's go ahead and just make this neutral. So we're going to highlight, go to heading. Let's just go to neutral heading here. We can choose our font again. So we'll just choose Slate Toe Black. And let's go ahead and give it a size. We'll say about 50. Okay, that looks good. But again, now we need to change it back to white. So we'll make that white. Okay. There is a little bit too much line height, so I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to go here to line height, and I just like it to be 1. Okay, so now we've selected all of that. Let's just shrink this down a little bit. Now we need an opt-in page or an opt-in for email marketing. So let's go ahead and choose elements. We'll go back down to, where's email marketing? Magic form. Contact, here we go, email marketing. So let's go ahead and we can always adjust any of these. We'll just take this one here. And we don't have an email list yet, but that's okay. Let's actually just quickly create one. Let's go to Mailing Boss. And let's go to see where it says workflow. I always like to start with a workflow. We'll say lawn care clients. And we'll do create new. Actually, we'll go workflows. I should have done this first. Lawn care clients and save. Okay, so now we have the workflow, lawn care clients, we have that selected. Now we can drag one of these elements here. Let's just go ahead and drag list because that's what we want to create. We're going to go here and create new list, and we'll just say lawn care clients. And we'll just copy and paste here for the display name as well and the description. We can choose double or single opt-in. We're going to go ahead and choose double opt-in and create. Okay, and we'll click OK, and let's save. All right, so that's all we needed to do for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and close out of that. And let's save this, and we will refresh so that it picks up our list that we just created. So we're going to refresh here. See if you guys have any questions. I don't see any questions yet. So if you are watching from any of the social media rather than the broadcast page, you can click the link in the description and either register, or you can just add your name and join the webinar so I can make sure to not miss any of your questions. Okay, so we're going to just select the list we just created and click save. All right, so now it actually brings in the fields that we have. For this, we'll just keep it as email for now. But if you wanted to adjust the fields, you could just go back to Mailing Boss. Actually, let me just show you that here. I don't want to bog you down. Let's go to list, sorry. I don't want to bog you down with all the details of this because I really want to get to where we are editing, or we are prospecting. Okay, so I went to the list, and you can see there's a section that says fields. Now we want to add a text field, and let's say first name. And we can add a tag. I like to use fname for the first name, and we'll make it the first field, and we'll make this the second field. And we do want them to be required, so we'll click save. All right, so now that's done. Let's refresh again so that it registers our new fields in our list, and let's connect it. So anytime you update your list, you always need to reconnect to the form. And now you see we have email and first name. Okay, let's change the form to be, let's change the headline here. We'll say, get your free system. And let's change the color. Let's go here to general colors. We want it to match, of course. Let's just choose a green color. And you see that we have the border around here. We don't want that. I always like for the background to be black when you hover over, and the text to be white. Let's get rid of this border here. We don't want that. Okay, so now we have our opt-in. Let's go ahead and add some more text because, of course, we don't want it to just say done for you lawn care management system. We want to give them a little bit more incentive to opt in. Let's go ahead and grab an H2 title, and let's just automatically change this to neutral because that's what I like to use. And we'll change the font. We'll just say Lato Black. And let's change the size. We'll make this about 30. And let's just say everything, oops, it's still black. Let me change it to white so you can see as I'm typing. Okay, let's make sure it has the blur of 2. Okay, so everything you need to put your lawn care business on autopilot. And we'll say for free. Okay, and let's go ahead and change the, actually let's change the line height here because that's way too much space. We'll go back to 1, okay? Now let's put this under, it's more like a subheading here, so we'll put this under. It's a little smaller there. We can center this here like this, it's center. And now we have this. But this technically, if I was going to just run ads to this, let me go ahead and save. I could leave it like this, but I really want them to know, what do I mean by done for you lawn care system? I want to give them a little bit more incentive, okay? A lot of times if you leave this very simple, they will opt in and it'll be fine, but I really want to, if I'm going to run paid ads or anything, I really want to incentivize this. I want them to be so compelled to take action. So what I'm going to do is just add a blank panel here. Let's shrink this up a little bit. And I'm going to say, let's change this to neutral first of all. We'll just say 3. We'll change the font as well, and we'll change the size. We'll make it about 30. Okay, and we'll say this complete system includes, okay, and let's lighten up this background. I think I am going to keep it gray, but let's go ahead. We'll do background settings. Let's just lighten it up a little bit. I just don't like it to be that dark. Okay. So let's make this panel a little bit larger because what I want to do is I want to put the info about our funnel. And I also want to put the info about the yard book. Okay, so let's go to add. Actually, let's right click on the panel. Let's go to sizes and let's just increase the height a little bit just to give us some more working space. Now let's go to add and let's go to elements. We'll return here. And we will go to, let's grab an image. Okay, so we'll just go image here, and we'll go image here, and we'll go image here, and then let's add an image here. Okay, because this will be our website, and this will be our yard book system. Okay, I'm just laying this out just to get an idea. Now what I need to do is, this is great, but I don't have the images, right? Like what am I going to put? What am I going to talk about with yard book? So let's go ahead and let's open a non-incognito window here, and let's just search yard book. All right, we're not going to log in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take just quick snippets of this information because it says complete suite of features. So let's just take snippets of it. All right, so we're going to click here. If you don't have a snipping tool, there's many you can use. If you just search, if you have a Windows computer, if you just type snipping, it's already installed on your computer, and I use it all the time, so I keep it here pinned in my taskbar. So I'm just going to click New. I'm going to go here inside the white box because I don't want the lines to show. Okay, it looks like it's not showing, so that's cool. So I'm just going to go to the edge here, and I'm just going to snip this image. Okay, so I don't have any lines there. I'm going to go to Edit and Copy. Now what I need to do is go to Canva. Since I already have my image on my clipboard here, I'm going to go Create Design. I'm going to use a custom design. I'm going to make this about 700 by 700 just to have a square image. Now that I have my correct size and my canvas here, I'm going to click Control V to paste. All right, so I'm just going to expand this now. I'm going to center it here. So now you see the little pink cross that lets you know that it is centered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now just duplicate, and let's delete, and let's go back to yard book. Oops, wrong window. Let's go back to yard book. Let's use our snipping tool. Let's go to New, and we want to right inside the lines here. Want to snip this as well. This will save us a lot of time because we don't have to recreate all of this. So let's go copy. Let's go back to Canva. We're going to click inside the canvas and click Control V to paste. Now let's go ahead, expand this as large as we can. And let's center it. Okay, looks like it is centered. Looks like it's about even, maybe just a little bit smaller. I want to try to get them the same size. Okay, now let's just add a new page, and let's go back and grab that last one. Okay, so grab our snipping tool and go to New, and let's grab the corner there, and let's snip our last image. So I think that's about good. And we have no lines, so let's copy. Go back to Canva and Control V to paste. Let's go ahead and expand this and center it. Okay, now it's in the center. So let's call this yard book features. And let's go ahead and download all of these images. Do we want to make it transparent? If we don't make it transparent, we can assure they will all be the same size. So I'm thinking we won't make it transparent. We'll just download. So while that downloads, let's go back to our lawn care template folder, and we're just going to save. Okay, so now we have all those images downloaded. Let's X out of this. And let's go back to our website now. So let's go ahead and upload these images. So we're just going to right click here. Let's go to General Settings, Change Image. And we need to upload these, but they were zipped when they were downloaded. So what we need to do is go to our website here, and we're going to go to new folder. Let's go ahead and double click and unzip this folder. Because if you don't unzip it first, it won't show that there's an image. So let's X out of this. Let's go to select file. Keeps bringing it up on my other window. Let's go back to our folder here. And now you see those are unzipped. So what I'm going to do is hold down Control, and I'm going to left click on each of these images because I'm going to upload them at the same time. So I'm going to click Open. And now you see we have our images. Okay, so I'm going to go Business Operations first. We'll right click here and let's go to Sales. And let's right click here and then we'll do Finance. Okay, so now we have all of the yard book features, but now we need a we need to have the image of our website. Okay, so what image do we want of the website? Let's actually grab the link of our. Let's go back here. Let me close out of this. Let's actually go back to our main website here and let's open it up to get the link. I'm going to copy this here, close out of this. Let's go back to a non-incognito window. Let me open a new one here because I need to use my extension again. So I'm going to click Control V to paste the link. And I'm going to use my little fire shot snippet tool here, except it opens that ad every time you use it the first time. Let's go ahead and use entire page, okay, because we want to get an image of our entire website. All right, so it does look like in the effort to do that, it made it kind of weird here. Let's try again. Okay, so we'll go to entire page and let's see. For some reason, every time it does this, it wants to move it to the right a little bit or to the left. I don't really want to show that because that would be yucky. Let's see if we can do capture selection. Okay, so we'll just go to the corner. Let's see if it lets us drag down. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna have to do, okay? Because I love to troubleshoot with you guys. All right, so let's actually do entire page. And now that we have the entire page, let's copy to clipboard and let's just go to Canva. We'll do continue editing. Let's X out of this. Let's create a new image. We'll say this image is going to be, let's see. We want the width to be maybe, actually, we'll say the width can be 1,000 and we'll say the height can be 1,500 and create new design. All right, so now let's Control V to paste. So we're just basically, we're making sure that this is the correct size for our website, but we're also gonna shrink that in and edit a little bit so that it doesn't look so weird. Okay, now let's change the size of this because it's definitely too wide. But let's say, let's make this 1,200 and let's make this 1,000. Let's just resize. Okay, not what I wanted. So let's make this the width. All right, let's keep this at 1,000 and actually let's make this 800 and we'll keep the height there. Now let's resize. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, not too much space on either side. So what we could do is let's actually resize and let's say 700. All right, now we're getting a little bit closer. All right, that's good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this. We're going to say lawn care. I don't know why I keep doing that. Lawn care website template image. All right. And of course it's spelled wrong. Template image, and let's download, but this time we want transparent because we don't want the white lines on the other side. So we're going to click download, and it will open up our folder. So we're going to save, and let's go ahead and close out of this, and close out of this, and this. All right. So let's go back to our agency template here. I'm back to the home page. Get out of there. Oh no, I didn't save. I just exited out of that and I didn't save. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Now I need to go and add that again. All right, let's add our images. We'll just do this real quick. So we'll go image. There's an image. And here's an image, and here's an image, and here's an image. We don't want vertical. So let's just go ahead. We'll go back to horizontal image. Okay. Actually, we kind of do need a vertical image. So I'm going to delete one of these because that's what we need for our website. Let's increase the space here for our panels. We have some working room. So let's go open up this here and return. And we can go to settings since we've already selected the panel, and let's go to background settings. Let's make this a little bit lighter because that's what I did originally, and we want to make this larger, so I'm going to increase the height here of this panel. All right, now it's too much space, but it gives us some working room. I'm going to move these things down here. Let's go ahead and move this here. And let's edit these again. I'm so sorry I did that. I'm sorry for me as much as I am for you guys as well. So let's just go through these here, and we'll right click, change image. We'll go to sales, and then right click to change image, and then go to finance. And then we need to right click to change this image and upload the one that we just downloaded. So go to our folder. We'll choose this one and open. And once it's uploaded, we will select it. And now we have it on our website. Okay, awesome. So we are doing great. Okay. So let's stretch this out a little bit. We don't want this to be too large, but we definitely want them to be able to see. Okay, so we can just position this a little bit. And then let's go ahead and we'll just make some text here. This complete package includes, and then we'll put a dot. Let's go ahead and make this neutral. All right, and we'll say this one, and we'll change the font and the size. Okay, so let's make this 30. All right, so now we need a button because we want them to demo. So let's go to elements and button, and we're going to drag this over. And let's go ahead and we need to get the link from our website template. So let's go here. Let's grab the link from our website. So go to website, and we're going to grab this here, copy. What you could do actually, and this is definitely what I recommend instead of doing what I was just showing you, you can connect a domain. Okay, so what I want to do is connect a subdomain, because of course you don't want to keep buying domains. You only get 15 domains per premium account, but you have unlimited subdomains. Okay, so I'm going to actually call this lawn care dot, because that's going to be my subdomain, and then I'm going to add my agency in here. So we'll say lawn care dot. And you don't have to put capitals. It doesn't really matter. You can do lowercase or capital. marketinganddesign.com. The only reason that I do capitals is because it makes, since my domain is so long, in hindsight, I should have never chosen such a long domain. But since it's so long, I like for them to see the different words very easily to stick in their mind. So anyway, so this is how you connect a subdomain. I have not done anything to this, but Visual Marketing and Design is pointed to Builderall. So all I have to do to create a subdomain is just type it in here and dot and then my domain. Okay, so I'm going to click next and then you save, because it says, really? Do you want to connect the domain? So once it does its magic and it connects and all of that stuff, it will be working. It does take a little bit to propagate. So now you know it's connected. Let's close. A lot of times it happens really fast. So let's go to website. But it may take, 24 to 48 hours to propagate so that it doesn't say this. All right. So what I'm going to do is, instead of waiting for that, what I'm going to do is just type in what the domain actually is. So I know it's going to be https:// and then it's going to be lawncare.visionmarketinganddesign.com. Okay, so now the reason I did that is because this brands this to my business. Okay, I don't want them to see Builderall in the slug there, because at this point I'm promoting my agency. I'm not promoting Builderall. Okay, so I don't want them to be like, oh, that's built on Builderall and 5 years ago I didn't like them, so I don't want to. So anyway, that's my logic behind this. So let's go ahead and have it open in a new tab, because if they demo it, I want them to be able to come back to my website. Okay, so let's go ahead and click select. Now that is connected. Let's go ahead and change the button to where it says demo this system. And let's change the text color. We'll choose white. Let's change the button color. Preferably we would want a branded color, but since this is kind of just a non-branded website only for lawn care, I'm not going to spend the time of doing all that. Plus, we have talked so much about branding and all of that stuff, so I don't want to waste your time on this. Okay, let's go ahead and give this button a little bit of shadow though, because sometimes people just don't know that's an actual button. So I just like to move this to the right a little bit. All of these things just enough, and then we'll change this to maybe black and in the middle of the transparency. All right, so now it kind of looks like this button is floating. Okay, so now we have this here. We have these options here. Let's just move this around. I don't want to spend a lot of time on designing this. Of course, I will do this before I start promoting, but right now, just to save time since I'm live, I don't want to waste your guys' time. I would definitely add some shadow and dimension to these images, but you get the point here of what I'm trying to create. I just want them to see, like, what do I mean by done for you package? Okay, let's scroll down here. Let's move this up. All right, and let's go ahead and save. And that's fine. And close. And of course, normally what I would do is I would want to go to the mobile view, because that's what I do every single time I create a page. But what I really want to do is I want to try to tie this up today. Okay, I want us to get this funnel done today, because next week I want us to really spend some time prospecting. I want to take this funnel and I want to show you some different methods you can use to find clients. Okay, so that's really what I want to focus on next week, and we have already done this so many times. Okay, so now that I have this created though, I'm just going to duplicate, because now we need an email confirmation page. So let's change the settings here. And let's do confirm email. And we'll just call this confirm. And we'll say confirm here, just to keep things simple, and save. Okay, so let's sort this because I don't know if you guys know this. You can actually rearrange the order of your pages and click Save Sort. I like my home page to be right here at the top right away. I like my email confirmation page to be here in order. So that's just my preference again. So let's see. We don't need this to be here anymore. Let's just delete. And we don't need this anymore. So let's delete. And we just want to change this to say, um, almost there. And I'm going to say, check your email for instructions to receive your, actually, I'm just going to say, check your email to receive your free lawn care business management system. All right. Now again, we could probably, add some different things to this, add a box, do some better design, add, one of those, we could add something here and the elements, like it's not a timer. Oh, what do you call that? I know we have it somewhere here. Is it lines? It's like a loading symbol. Oh, is it media? No. Okay, well, I can't quickly find it, and again, I'm trying to make this fairly quick so we can get to the good stuff. Okay, so I probably will come. Let's see, animated element. Oh, here we go. Here's what it is: animated elements. So you can add this here. You can even change the color here. So let's go to general colors, and we'll just make this green. Just real quick, just make it green. So it just says, almost there. Check your email to receive your free lawn care business management system. So we'll click save, and that's fine. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go back here to our home page, and let's actually republish. And if you look, because we already connected our header and footer, we already have this here. Now, there is some, and I definitely, I'm glad this happened because there is some space right here. My taskbar keeps showing, but do you see the white space at the bottom of the screen? I get this question a lot, and people are like, why do I have this white space? It's because what you need to do, let me X out of these windows here. What you need to do is actually just expand your panel. Okay, so if you only have one panel on your page, it's just basically saying, hey, it's a little bit too short. So if you just bring that down a little bit, it will eliminate that problem. Okay, so let's click that's fine. And close, and let's X out of this. We'll leave here. Let's republish, and if you look at this here, now you see that that white space is gone. Okay, so let's close out of this again, and we'll close out of this. So now let's just duplicate this page, and let's go ahead and change the name here. So we'll say schedule. Let's just say schedule. We'll say schedule here as well, schedule. And we'll say schedule and save. Okay, so now what we need to do is go to Cheetah and we'll say, um, let's say congratulations. Let's see, you have just qualified for a 1 hour set up. I don't like this already, but I need to get my thought process out in text. What I'm trying to say is, congratulations, you just qualified for a 1 hour setup session with our local business marketing specialists to uh, 1 hour, let's say 1 hour session with our local business marketing specialists to receive your system and I want to say something like we're going to set it up for them. Okay, so you have just qualified for a 1 hour session with our local business marketing specialists um, to receive your system. And again, I'll probably come back to this and change this, but let's see. Let's see, 1 hour session with our, I'll say local business marketing specialist to get your system set up for you. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to keep this there. We'll say that we love it for now, because you certainly do not ever want to just like get to a point where you're like, I don't know what to type, so I'm just going to do nothing. I'm done with my whole business. And believe it or not, people actually do that. So let's actually create a new panel, but there's a calendar page here. So if you click here, you can actually just drag or add this calendar panel to your page. Okay, so what we need to do is now we have this panel here. Let me make it a little bit larger. Go to general settings, or actually, yeah, we'll change the height here. So just make, I need this to be a little bit larger because I don't like that little scrolly thing here. All right, let's just go ahead and save. And that's fine. I don't really want to edit this calendar until we have actually created our calendar. Okay, so if you have, I already have a calendar created, but I don't really, I want to walk you through the steps of creating another calendar, but for the sake of this, let's go ahead and go to settings, and it says that you must create a booking calendar in our application, but I already have one, so let's see. I usually just add it like an iframe, so I'm trying to figure out if they have changed this where you can, let's go booking application. Here's what we'll do. We'll just go to calendars and let's just create new calendar, and we're going to call this lawn care system setup. I don't like setup, but we're just going to do that. We're going to just call it setup for now. Let's just say this is fine. We'll just say all of this is fine. Let's say lawn care system setup. And we'll say all these dates and times are fine and save and next. Let's choose a host. Save and next. And here is an important part, though. We do want to, I just decided apparently that I'm just going to walk you through all of this, okay? So the things that we need to know before they book their appointment, okay? We need to know their name, obviously, their phone number, their business name. We need the business address, the business phone number, and social media links, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to make this required, okay? The phone's already there. Make it required. Let's go ahead and add a field, and this field is going to be business name. And it's going to be a short text field, but we could choose any of these. So we'll just say business name and save. Let's go ahead and add our next field, and this is going to be business address. And we could make this a long field, so we'll just say that and required. And then let's add a new field here. We'll say business phone, in case it's different from their own. So we'll say short text is fine. We'll make it required. And then we will add social media links. And let's make this a long text, and let's make it required and save. Okay, so we'll just say that that's the questions we're going to ask them. We won't talk about any of this really, only because we have already talked about the booking calendar. I don't want to waste your time. I could really, every step of the way, I could make this like a month-long training. But I really just want to kind of speed through this so that we have our calendar created and we can add it. So now we have our calendar. Let's click copy. So we've copied the code now. Let's go back here to our Cheetah website, and let's go edit element, accept, or maybe configure settings. Okay, I'm not really sure why that's not working for me, but what I'm going to do, we already have our panel here. Let's just go to iframe because this is usually how I add it. We'll go iframe. And let's just drag this over here and we'll right click to get the settings. Let's paste the code here. We'll do inline HTML and apply. Let's go ahead and make this full width. And we can just bring it up. And let's make this a little bit taller, so we'll increase the height. Okay, so now let's bring this panel up a little bit because we don't need it to be that tall. We'll go right click, and now we're on the panel settings, so we'll just shrink that up a little bit. Okay. So of course, every time you use the iframe, you have that little dashed line there. So what I like to do is get rid of that. I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to border, and then I'm going to say no border shape, and we'll save. Okay, and that's fine. And close. Okay, now we have really all of this created now. Of course, we want to save, and I'll just save again just to be sure, because it always makes me nervous for saving when you've done a lot of work. So now let's close out of this and leave, and let's close out of the booking calendar. Let's republish. Okay, now let's look at our whole agency setup here, okay? And like I said, we'll change this. We have our email list created. We have our opt-in for them to opt in to our email list. We have our website funnel here. They can demo the funnel here. Let's see if it's connected. It's not connected yet, the domain. But when they click here, they'll get access to the entire website and, be able to look at it live and see how it loads, see how it looks on mobile. They'll be able to look at it on, their iPad if they want to. And they'll also be able to demo the entire funnel and the estimate process, okay? So that's really important. We also have here the benefits of Yardbook, which is the free software, the management system that we have attached to our website. So looks like we have everything created for our opt-in page. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and go here to, this is our email confirmation page. So it just says almost there. Make sure to check your email. And then here's the live version of our booking page, where they will be able to book their appointment, and then in this appointment we will get them all set up. And we know already when we say getting it set up, what we mean is literally they'll create their free Yardbook account. You'll take those 2 links that I showed you where to get on Monday, and then you will just paste them in the iframes. And then of course on the home page, you can actually give them the homepage and say, I'm sorry, wrong homepage. You can actually give them the homepage of the website and they can edit it themselves, or you could actually upsell them on the customization of the homepage. So lots and lots of options. And again, I'm excited to have this system in place because I'm really excited to show you all the different ways, now that we have this offer in place and a way for them to receive the offer, all the different ways that we can use it to prospect. Now, after I get this all created, of course, I'm going to give you this whole system that we have worked on. Of course, I'm going to do that because this is Builderall and we over deliver with Builderall always. So don't worry about that. I'm going to design it better. It's going to look better. It's going to be more professional, but it's great to know that we already have this system put in place. Um, Looks like Ray is here. Hi, Ray. Welcome, welcome. So this is all I have for you today. Tomorrow is our live Q&A, and just to let you guys know, for the Friday Q&A, that is the only day that is a Zoom meeting. So when it's 2 p.m. tomorrow, you'll be able to either log in or click the link in the description, and you will be able to, once you've reached this page, you'll be able to click here and it goes right to the Zoom meeting. Or if you're not comfortable with the Zoom, you can always just add your name here to view the video and have access to the chat. So anyway, guys, I hope that you have learned something from all of this. And I'm super excited for us to go on this prospecting journey together next week. Now that we have such a cool offer, I know that we're going to wow these lawn care business owners with what they have no idea they even need right now. So anyway, see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Go build it with Builderall. Thank you so much for joining me for today's live training. Don't forget to text the word live to 1317-623-4596 so you never miss a training, and click the link above or below this video to join the Builderall